Hey everybody, it's Jeremy Bradley here, and it's time for the BuffRadio.com entertainment wrap-up presented by Buff Boy Brewing Company.
JB's Entertainment Wrap-Up.
Brought to you by BuffBoyBrewing.com. For a great cup of joe, there's one thing you should know. Your morning brew can also be playful. Buff Boy Brewing guys make the temperature rise, and you'll surely feel naughty when you swallow their coffee. Shop Buff Boy Brewing's premium collections of coffee and tea at BuffBoyBrewing.com. Buff Boy Brewing, you can't get enough buff. Here's what's making news this August 21st. We're hearing more about the crawling back return to the UK for the Harry formerly known as Prince and Meghan Markle. While the couple will always put on a brave face and any sort of spin they can on the drama and negativity of their world, sources over in the UK are talking, and we love that. As we discussed earlier in the week, actually, well, for months, it's rumored that despite their multi-million-dollar business deals, the royal outcasts are hard up for cash. They have a $15 million house. They reportedly spend $3 million per year on security. So their spending is out of control since they don't... What do they do for work? I mean, they don't do anything, right? And they've ruined their relationships with Spotify and Netflix. Nobody wants to work with them anymore. Markle's lifestyle brand has flopped and been dogged by scandals and gossip since the beginning. So the money is one thing where, a downgrade from lavish Montecito to the UK could easily be spun as Harry just wanting to be closer to his family. That wants nothing to do with him. And remember, if they can get into the royal good books again, they might get, royal money that comes along with it. But as we've heard, if brother Prince William has anything to say about it, it'll never happen. But Harry reportedly thinks he can weasel his way into King Charles's good books and score some money before he dies, according to sources. Initially, the out-of-work couple was said to have 17 or 18 staffers working for them, professionally and personally. Now it's said to be down to a handful, maybe, 4 or 5 people. It's just too damn expensive, especially when you have nothing on the go and all the time in the world. I mean, again, what do they do all day? What do you need people for? You don't do anything. Another financial hit is that Harry is likely on the hook for legal bills after his failed legal battle with British tabloids. We've talked about that here on the show, and that could cost him upwards of $2 million. Now, there's another reason that royal insiders are talking about the move across the pond. We're hearing that Harry's United States visa application from several years ago is under investigation. So much so that he fears getting locked up if he in fact lied on his government paperwork. In his book called Spare, Harry opened up about his past drug use. Apparently, when he got his visa to visit and live in the United States, he possibly, allegedly, wasn't entirely accurate about the details that he reported to the government. And President Trump has previously talked about investigating Harry and taking action if in fact Harry's details don't match up. It's being reported that a little over 1 week ago, the visa paperwork and filing were under the microscope and there might have been some contact with authorities. All of this, I have to always say this, is unconfirmed. This is royal sources sharing the details, so we need to remember that. What is a fact, though, is, as I just said, Trump is aware that Harry's paperwork might have false information, and that is based on what Harry wrote in his own book. So, I mean, that's not gossip, that's not speculation. He wrote about it in his book. So the public story that we're getting is that Harry and Meghan want to send their kids to school in the UK, which, as I said on Thursday, is a very dramatic move, just, to school a 7 and a 5-year-old. But how do the neighbors in Montecito feel about this move, right? Are they going to be devastated? Is there going to be a parade? Sounds like some of them might even help the couple move. But we've heard they're not going to sell the house. That's another thing. So are they going to just maybe Airbnb it to make some extra cash? That'll be interesting. But anyhow, a neighbor said, I think a lot of the people here will be happy to see things go back to being a little bit quieter. There were definitely some concerns. There had always been so much negative press and attention surrounding them in the royal family, and I think people worried about what kind of spotlight that could bring to such a quiet community. Another neighbor said, good riddance. Always asking for grandiose favors because of their titles, never giving anything back. The town is exhausted by them, the entitlement and the never-ending drama, Grift and Griftess of Sussex. And that's how we're leaving you this week, everybody. I'm back on Monday, right here on the BuffRadio.com entertainment wrap-up presented by Buff Boy Brewing Company. That's a check of your celebrity headlines for this Friday, August 21st. Have a great weekend. Till next time, I'm Jeremy Bradley.
For a great cup of joe, there's one thing you should know. Your morning brew can also be playful. Buff Boy Brewing guys make the temperature rise, and you surely